States, Ivan Lendl. His opponent from the United States, Andre Agassi. Ivan Lendl is our number 3 seed in the 1992 event. He's 32, calls Greenwich, Connecticut home. This week has the number 12 ranking on the ATP computer, but will be moving into the top 10 again next week. His match record
Right here.
1992, 23 wins and 15
Right.
losses.
Good stuff, guys.
Over a distinguished career is 979
Yeah, I will. Thanks.
and 184 losses.
All right. He's telling me to keep my voice up, Kevin, because I don't know, I guess something was happening yesterday. So I'll try and talk a little louder, but I'm a little nervous about it. This guy's screaming at us. Yeah, I'll keep this thing right tight. All right, folks. Yeah, we got to work on that setup, Kevin. I think it's a little tight. Yeah, or maybe, you know, he could have a spot unto himself where he's a little separated because it's really tight. Well, sure, yeah. I mean, there's plenty of other. Like, I guess he needs to see the court. We got monitors, though. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, okay.
Agassi is seeded number 2 in our tournament this week. He's 22, calls Las Vegas, Nevada home. He's number 11 on the ATP computer.
Welcome back to the National Tennis Center in Toronto, Canada, where Ivan Lendl and Andre Agassi are warming up for this championship match today here in Toronto. A packed house, 10,000 strong. The excitement is in the air here, and the weather conditions pretty good. 79 degrees. The wind is calm, although it has a tendency to blow up during the matches. And it's partly cloudy, and we must admit it's a bit more humid today. As we look at the prize money, the winner will walk away with $170,000 US. The runner-up, 89,000 plus. Semifinalists don't do bad, just under 50,000. And if you reach the quarters here, you get $24,900. So that's the breakdown of the prize money. As we again look at this full house, Ivan Lendl warming up there on the center court. And what a career he has had here in Canada. A 6-time winner of this event, 32 years old, 6'2", in great shape at 175. And of course, ranked number 12 in the world. This is his first final appearance of 1992, and as Tim mentioned earlier, he has been struggling earlier in the year with some bad losses. Here's a look, Tim, at his early round results.
Well, you wouldn't know he wasn't playing well by those early round results. He has cruised through everybody, including 2 tough opponents in his last 2 matches, McEnroe and Masur. He's looked very strong, like the Ivan Lendl of old, Barry.
He has indeed. He's had some good competitive matches. That'll help him out there today because he, I think, will have his hands full with Andre Agassi. Andre Agassi definitely warming up and in good shape. Got through a very tough match, as we mentioned last night. 10 years younger than Lendl, 5'11", wonderful shape, and he's ranked number 11. It's interesting, 11 and 12. Neither of these 2 players currently in the top 10, and yet if you ask the average spectator out there, they would say that both of them are top 10 type players. He beat the kid Nestor from Canada, who had a big win over Stefan Edberg in Davis Cup play, and then Ruzetsky, another Canadian who they all have their hopes pinned on up here, and then Amos Monsdorf, who is always tough, and then, as we mentioned, in the semifinals, Malavia Washington, 6-1 in the 3rd set. And so Agassi has gotten some good competitive play in here before this final, but this certainly will be a test. People very much impressed with the way Lendl has been playing throughout the week here. And certainly if anybody is overdue to win a title, it is Ivan Lendl. This young man, of course, tucked away the biggest title of the year at Wimbledon just about a fortnight ago. And so that's the story, Ivan Lendl and Andre Agassi warming up, Tim. And as I think we both sense looking around this packed house, tremendous excitement in the air for this match.
Very big match, Barry. Of course, Andre has never beaten Lendl, although that was way back in '89, the last time he played him. See their head-to-head there. Interesting thing, 4 out of the 5 matches have been on hard court.
And as Andre mentioned last night, Tim, when you talked to him about Lendl, he said, yeah, you know, but I haven't played him since 1989. And so I think there's a bit of a gleam in Agassi's eye. He comes in here as the Wimbledon champion, and on paper, perhaps a bit of a slight favorite in this match today.
Well, I think so too, Barry. He has had, of course, a great last couple months. He's 22-3 since early in May, and he is playing some good tennis. Let's take a look at the game plan now, what both of these guys will have to do to win tonight. Of course, Agassi with that big forehand, and we saw him hit a lot of unforced errors last night in his first set against Mal Washington, and he needs some confidence because he's never beaten Lendl before. Lendl, of course, the same with that big forehand. We'll have a slugfest of forehands out here this afternoon. He needs a lot of quick points with that forehand. And the first serve, of course, and then the confidence. Well, he's been down all year, and this would be a tremendous boost. He can put this match away.
Well, we'll follow that report card closely as we look at Jorge Diaz from Lisbon, Portugal. We called him Jorge yesterday. That's the Spanish pronunciation, but today we're going to give him his rightful Portuguese pronunciation. It's Jorge. And he announces that we are ready to go first game, first set for the title. Tim, we're in for a slugfest out here. Both these guys love to hit the forehand as hard as they can.
Well, we're really in for some big league tennis here. See Lendl way out of court. Going for that backhand winner down the line.
Agassi, same thing off his forehand, mishits it, and it's 15 all. I really think Agassi, if he stays in the backcourt, and Lendl elects to stay there, can out-hit this guy from the backcourt as this match goes on. You may disagree.
I have a differing opinion there, Barry.
I knew you would. 15 all.
I have tremendous respect for Lendl's consistency from the backcourt.
Good. Well, we've seen 3 points, and these guys have hit a lot of balls already. Agassi, 30-15.
They're going to have to change the balls after 7 and 9 points, I think.
Ball change, of course, at 7 and 9 games, but that's a good point, Tim.
Agassi looking right up into the sun with this serve.
Oh, it's wide. And so 30 all. Not an easy first game on Agassi's serve. Incidentally, Agassi looking up into the sun from that side. We'll keep you posted on how big a factor the sun is. Good first serve out wide. So Agassi at game point. Andre's first serve has improved since that 1989 meeting.
About 200%.
Yes, it stays in. Agassi, a big forehand down the line. And so Andre Agassi,
1 love for the championship. Get a Diet Coke, please.
All right.
This is it.
This is going to be good
tennis.
stuff. God, I hope they both stay back and pound the hell out of the ball. No, really.
Well, what else are they going to do?
Well,
you think he's
you're
gonna,
right.
It's going to be interesting. I'm not. I think you're right. Actually, I just want to do this.
No, I listen. Don't worry about that.
No, I'm not worried about it.
I just
wanted to disagree.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I think you could be right. But I think the heat might be a factor. What?
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, good. We
That's a
haven't
good
mentioned
point.
that. That's great, Kev.
And it
Thanks.
is hot.
We'll bring that up coming right into this game. Did they win in 3 sets last night? Okay.
Yeah. 6-4 in the third.
Wow.
We're gonna get some shots at Gill, and
Where the hell's McEnroe? You know, we should
they
find out
warmed
where
up together.
they what? They warmed
They
up.
warmed up together.
We should find McEnroe if he's watching this thing. Yeah.
And that those tents he's talking about.
John, if you're watching, come on out. We need you on the show. Get out here and take a seat and let us know where you are. Come on, we want to get this thing going. Well, if he's watching in the thing and they're listening to us, maybe he'll come out. He'll probably say, "Get lost in the kid." Keep talking about. Welcome back as Ivan Lendl serves the first point of the second game, and there you can see Ivan checking the sun out. He wore a cap yesterday. The sun definitely a factor now from that side. He'll have to maybe move his toss around a little bit, Tim. What do you do when you serve from that side? You look up and check where the sun is first and then figure out where you're going to throw the ball?
We saw him throw a toss up to check it, and then he's going to adjust a little bit, particularly on that first serve.
We have yet to see a player approach the barrier.
Nice slice backhand there from Lendl. Both these players hit that forehand on the run better than they do from a standing position. So it is a heavyweight bout there tonight.
We're going to watch closely on these in-between points because Lendl yesterday was using quite a bit more than the 25 seconds allowed. Lendl does like to control the pace, doesn't he, Tim?
Well, again, you get back to all the contrast in style. Lendl plays very slowly and deliberately between points. Agassi almost steps right up to the line, and there's a sense of control that each player is trying to establish as the match develops. They want the match to progress at their own pace.
No, it floats long. The slice from Lendl. We should mention that Agassi last night played a long 3-set doubles with his partner John McEnroe. They won. They are in the finals today. But that could be a factor today in this heat.
That's a good point, and as everybody knows now, Ivan Lendl is certainly the best conditioned tennis player on the tour. Andre not exactly known for his training regimen.
Kind of walks to his own drummer. 30 all. Let and a fault. Net court judge to the far right of your picture there. Across from the umpire today. They've moved those guys around this week. And Agassi forced into the forehand error. And so Ivan Lendl now with a chance to get even here at 1 game all. First set. This is best of 3 for the Canadian Open title. Boy, those are big shots. Oh. This is unbelievable stuff from the baseline. Lendl out hitting Agassi. Just pure power, and so 1-all. First set. Great tennis so far. We'll be with you again from Los Angeles, the Volvo Tennis Los Angeles event. We'll be there for 3 days, August 7th, 8th, and 9th. Check your local listing. Prime Network continuing to follow the summer circuit. So 1 game all, Tim, and as we said, neither player has approached net, and I'm not sure we're going to see him coming in much at all today.
Well, both players are obviously having great passing shots. They're not such bad volleys, either of them, but their passing shots are far superior, so they'll want to stay back.
He hit a couple big volleys against Washington yesterday in that semi. Big angle. Oh, that's tremendous. Agassi just maneuvers Lendl way wide and then hits the winner up the line.
Agassi builds this point with this dipping cross-court backhand, pulls Lendl way out of court, and then goes down the line. You could see him come inside that ball, go down the line for the winner.
What's amazing to me is that Agassi did the same kind of tactics on a grass court against Ivanisevic. He actually outmaneuvered him in that final, Tim.
Well, that's a testament to how good his hands are, what kind of control he can generate, even off the uneven bouncing surface of a grass court.
15 all. First approach, and Agassi wins it, takes the two-hander and comes in behind it. But if they keep playing from the backcourt, this match will definitely become a stamina type of match, because that is tough point after point to win from the backcourt. Agassi gets caught. Andre trying to come up quickly and knock off the forehand volley, but Lendl.
Well, this is not a good enough approach shot. See him taking that ball below the net. Not very firm in the wrist. You could see his racket collapse a little bit.
Ooh, and Andre kind of jumping at the two-hander, and so now, for the first time here, a break point for Ivan Lendl.
And it's interesting you mentioned conditioning, Barry, because when Agassi lost to Lendl a lot back in '89, that's when he first started lifting weights. He felt that Lendl was so much stronger than he was that he had to pump up. And if you could get a contrast with the way Agassi looks now, he's much bigger than he was back then.
Gil Reyes, his trainer, is here this week, along with Nick Bollettieri. It's good. And Lendl's backhand floats long. And so Agassi fights off one break point. It's deuce. Andre now taking plenty of time. He's already gone to the towel over there. It is the third game of the first set, and they have both hit a lot of tennis balls. Yes. I actually thought he got caught, Tim. The half volley from the baseline. Agassi loves to hit that shot, and he got away with it.
Lendl moves around to get a big forehand off that second serve, and then these are shots he can't afford to miss. That's an easy approach shot.
So Agassi now the chance to go up 2-1. You hear him yelling at himself, get that first serve in. Oh, and Lendl gets it back, but it goes wide, and so Agassi fights off a break point. Andre Agassi leading first set 2-1. Jeez, I tell you, these guys are.
Andre will start coming in a little bit.
Yeah. I thought he got caught. I didn't see that ball hit. I thought, Jesus.
No, it looked like he didn't get his racket around at the time.
I know.
I think they'll wait and see the first set.
Yeah.
And see who's setting the pace, and if Andre feels he can go 3 at this heat, at this pace.
Yeah.
He's in surprising condition now. Surprisingly good condition. And Lendl gets impatient. That's what Wilander used to do to him.
Yeah, you know,
him.
That's a good point, Tim. Let's talk about that because I agree. I think Lendl mentally will crack first. He's going to want to start shortening the points. He's 10 years older, you know. I think that's a big factor. I'm 25 years younger than me. Look at the difference in our style. All right.
You try to end a point in 1 shot, I ended in 2.
Yes, sir. What's that? Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Georgie Diaz. Very good. Welcome back to the National Tennis Center for one of the major titles in the world of tennis, the Canadian Open. Ivan Lendl going against Andre Agassi. And we have seen a lot of great tennis so far in only 3 games. Agassi leading 2-1, no service breaks. Lendl 15-love. Ivan, a 6-time winner at this event. He has reached the finals now 9 times. And so Canada is his happy hunting ground. Lendl stroking the forehand into the open court.
Well, we talked about game plan at the start of the match, and there were 2 of the 3 elements. Big first serve and the forehand.
Overhitting with the forehand, 30-15. Until now taking a good bit of time. Misses that sideline. And so from 30-love up, it's 30-all. We want to thank our friends at CTV, Canadian Television, for our pictures today. This telecast going around the world to 66 countries, including Abu Dhabi to Yemen. And of course, our friends at Screen Sport in Europe. Get Lendl. And on the 3rd try, Agassi finally puts the ball away, but Lendl, tremendous defense, Tim.
1, 2, 3 it took Andre. Very difficult deep overhead. Takes this good split step there, and he gets prepared, and this is the finishing act. Just that big forehand, and miraculously, Lendl gets this back to a very tough overhead. Guess is right on this shot, but you can see Lendl anticipating incorrectly on the 3rd.
Lendl down, break point now, 30-40. Now big pressure, 2nd serve. Oh, and Andre with the high two-hander. That is the shot he has been hitting so well here. Just catches the tape. It's deuce. Now Ivan over with a towel. We've seen him do this throughout the week. And the question is, how much time does he take? He has 25 seconds between points. Now, Agassi going for his towel, trying to establish that, hey, you know, if you're going to towel off, I'm going to do the same. There is the, we're calling it our Ivan interval. And obviously well past the 25 seconds, 31, 32. And at 35, the ball is back in play. So an extra 10 seconds, Tim. I'm just curious when the umpire is going to start enforcing the 25-second rule. Oh, yes.
Well, so much of what both these players do is try to set up and get that forehand. Lendl gets it done with a low slice backhand, and then he sets up and pounds that big forehand. Both players playing that format today.
Ball.
And so Ivan Lendl gets even at 2 games all, a very tight game. And again, Lendl keeping that towel on the sideline table. There is our chair umpire, Jorge Diaz from Lisbon, Portugal. In his hand, a computer. And this is what the umpires are using now, Tim. It's really an update, and it helps the press after the match.
It's a great instrument, Barry. I'll address it after this point. But all the stats of the match, winners and missed shots, go back into that computer software program, and that's punched into a computer after the match, and there's a readout for the press. So you can really get all the stats of the match in one little package.
Just in. Lendl's cross court just hit that sideline, and Agassi had a little trouble easing the two-hander up the line. And so now 15 all. Andre's going to look for the newest balls in that group. They're playing with 6 balls, changing at 7 and 9. Corner on the full run. Best shot of the day.
15-30.
This running backhand is incredible. Great approach out from Agassi, but on the full run, that ball catches right on both lines. You can see Lendl here go to the top spin position, guiding that ball down the line.
Agassi comes right back. It's like he said, okay, that last one wasn't good enough. Try this one.
Two heavyweight punchers out there, and Lendl goes to the table again. Agassi again loves to play quickly. Lendl prefers to be very deliberate. And I think Ivan's doing that, Barry, to make Agassi wait between points.
He's kind of a momentum type player. He gets going, he likes to keep the points rolling. And Lendl just the opposite. He is very mechanical, has his own pacing, and wants to keep it that way. Somebody's hat fell over the front row.
Well, that tells the story of the match. Very even for both players.
Oh, Andre overhits with the two-hander, and so once again, a chance for a break here in the 5th game. 30-40. The sun has gone behind some clouds, but it will be a factor throughout the day here. Oh. Agassi turns on the power once again.
Well, this is the confidence of a champion to go for the big shots on the big points. Sets up that easy forehand volley with that big forehand, Barry.
And
He doesn't take anything off the ball, even though he's down break point.
It was tremendous power. The ball about 6 inches off the surface. Just outhooked him again.
And this is exactly the kind of match we thought we'd have, Barry.
High quality tennis. Agassi, game point now. It doesn't get much better than this. And there it is. Lendl screams at himself, what is that? And Agassi holds serve after some trouble. 3-2 first set. Thanks. Yep.
Half an hour.
Yeah. A half an hour. Jeez. Unbelievable. It's really good quality. Oh, jeez, they're both nailing them. They're just out. I mean, you know, they're out maneuvering each other. It's fabulous.
So it's slugging and maneuvering.
God,
The
it's
other
good.
interesting thing I think we talked about is how even when within 1 point, there's 2 or 3 different cadences.
Yeah.
Slam, slam, slam. Then they change the pace.
Right.
Then they slam, slam,
Right.
slam. And they set it up.
Yeah, that's good. Man, that's good. And,
All set things.
you know,
Sit with me, please.
yeah,
Yeah,
good point.
Good point, Steve.
You know, and Lendl, you know, the other thing that Lendl likes is that target, which he's
Right.
not getting. You saw him hit that great backhand. Well, he likes it. He likes a guy to come in so he can drill those passing shots.
Right.
And it only happens rarely. And you saw it happen when, yeah, we'll bring that up. When Agassi did come in, Lendl hit his best shot of the day, the backhand up the line.
He loves the
Incredible.
pass.
He loves that.
But I guess he does too.
Jesus, this is really good tennis.
Sit with me, please.
Welcome back to the National Tennis Center. We're bringing you the Canadian Open Championship match between 2 of the world's best, Andre Agassi and Ivan Lendl. And we have seen some tremendous tennis thus far. Both players slugging it out. Lendl serving now, down 2-3, first set. This is best of 3 for the Canadian Open title. Ivan opens the game with his first ace. He's going to want to try a few more of those before the afternoon's over. That's the quickest way to win a point. Swing. Oh, yes. Agassi just catches the top of the net.
Lendl reinvents the volley with this one. Top spin, swinging volley. Gets very unlucky. He had that ball covered. It clipped the top of the net. We saw an example there, Barry, of how well Agassi hits that forehand on the run.
Both players love to have a target, and both players are not getting that target today because both are staying in the backcourt. You saw Lendl on that one backhand earlier. That's the kind of shot he loves to hit, but Agassi is not going to come in that much. Just in. Backhand volley up the line, not an easy shot.
Well, this is just a beautifully constructed point. Agassi sneaks in, but that's solid volleying from below the net. Big forehand approach just off the surface. He gets down very well for that. You can see him massage that ball, come under it.
You wonder if his partner, John McEnroe, has been helping him a little with those deft, soft volleys. 15-30. pace from the forehand of Lendl. Agassi to the towel. The way it's going, Tim, we could have 3 tie-break sets to determine the winner out here today. They will have a tie-break in each set at this championship, not like Wimbledon where they play it out in the 5th. 30 all. Lendl decides to slow things down, goes over, puts his racket down, and he towels off. Here we go again. Let's put the clock on the 6-time Canadian Open. He really takes some time. There we go, Tim. 25 seconds. The ball's supposed to be in play right now. Is it? Not quite.
He's going to be looking at 40 seconds by the time he gets through this.
Really? Sawdust?
Very lengthy ritual.
This is by far the longest, 37 seconds, and not a word from Giorgi Diaz in the chair. On the line. Oh, Lendl just walks around and belts the forehand. So Ivan Lendl holds serve with a huge forehand. Look now at the past champions here at the Canadian Open through the years. It's quite a roster of great players. You could see Ivan Lendl with 6 wins, Boris Becker, John McEnroe a couple of times, our old friend Vitas Gerulaitis, Tim, and I understand a guy named Mayock got to the quarterfinals in '88 and '90. We were looking for you up on that board.
I can't remember that, Bear.
You must have had some good tennis at this site.
15
You think since that '90 period, Tim, the field has gotten that much tougher?
Absolutely. There's so much more depth now in the men's game. These guys having to play very tough opponents from the first match on. You can see Agassi way out of court for that first serve.
Here's the little change of pace from Agassi.
Barry talked about that target. Lendl loves to pass on the move. See him set up, get that good base of balance, and then right down the line.
15 all. Yes, Agassi just concedes it. He knew Lendl had a winner there. The difference between Lendl and last night Mal Washington is that the change of pace doesn't seem to be bothering Lendl at all. Ooh, Ivan having a close look. That was very close on the sideline. Just wide. And so now a big chance for Lendl. The famous 7th game we've talked about so often, the swing game in many sets, Tim. What do you think?
Well, obviously in a match like this, it's a crucial game. I think people often put too much emphasis on it, but today it's going to be crucial.
Agassi in with a big serve when he needs it. To me, this is the big difference in Andre Agassi. He does have a big serve when he needs it. 30-40.
It'll be interesting to see how Lendl handles the pressure. He has not played well all year. This is a big, big match for him.
Just long.
And interestingly, Barry, Lendl has not closed matches that well all year. He's been in position to win quite a few and has lost those advantages. So this is a big chance for him here.
Oh, he goes for it. Ivan swings way out of court. Hits the big forehand. Trying to close that point out quickly. now, taking a bit of extra time. 2 break points he fights off. The sun has come back out again strong here. Oh, it's long. Look at the break points converted and chances. Lendl has had far more opportunities. And here's another one right here. Now, question is, will he try again or just keep this ball in play? I think he'll keep it in play. Agassi overhitting, and there it is. The first break of the match. Ivan Lendl with the break. 4-3. Stay with us.
Ball change. Lendl leads 4-3.
Well, you know what Lendl's doing? He's chipping that low slice backhand down to the Agassi backhand. Lendl is pulling Agassi out of court, and then he's camping and just waiting for the big forehand.
Yeah. Pretty big.
Important.
Jesus, that's a big, big game. I mean,
it's hard to say. You know,
yeah, the way they're playing.
Another break could come up, but
they played their last match at the U.S. Open in '89. We could say perhaps this.
That's actually my dad.
They might meet in the U.S. Open final. That's what you were alluding to, Kev. We'll swing it in there. Boy, it's good tennis. God damn.
These guys hit the ball hard, don't they?
Although they're starting to open up a little. The points are getting a little bit.
A little shorter.
Little shorter here.
They're both panicking.
There's only. That's great.
What's he doing here?
Yo. All right. Special welcome to our satellite visitor, Mr. Brad Gilbert, out there in San Rafael. If he's not catching commercials today, Bradley, hope your leg is better and you'll be joining us for the '94 season. Welcome back to a packed house here. Center court at the National Tennis Center at York University, just outside of Toronto, Canada. Andre Agassi against Ivan Lendl. Lendl holds up new balls. They're changing at 7 and 9. Big factor, Tim, don't you think, to serve with those new balls?
It's a great advantage for Lendl, of course, with that big, powerful first serve.
Lendl with the break.
Oh!
Just catches the tape. Lendl continuing to run around and hit that deep forehand.
Let's see. Lendl's first serve percentage is way down, but I think when he's getting that first serve in, he's just winning almost all those points.
Tim, you mentioned that the slice backhand from Lendl now becoming a big factor.
He is really trying to pull Agassi out of court and hit that short slice that sets up the big forehand for Lendl.
And also stays low, doesn't it, that backhand slice?
Absolutely. And he's trying to draw a slice out of Agassi. A ball will sit up a little bit and he can pound that forehand.
There it is again.
You can see it.
Ooh, and there it is, Agassi trying to just get that ball over the top of the net. Hits the tape. Lendl, 30-15. So 30-all. Agassi trying to get right back in this set and break back. On trying to find the two newest balls in that lot of 6. There's a couple in there that have yet to be hit. We know that. Ooh, and you heard Agassi yell, golly, he was really mad about that last forehand.
Now this is a routine shot for Agassi, and he just mistimes it slightly, catching the top of the net.
Anytime you have a big weapon and you miss that part of your game, it's even more frustrating. Second serve. Game point for Lendl to go up 5-3. Oh, that's a great shot. Agassi just climbs all over that high two-hander.
Agassi has been going cross-court with that return throughout the whole match, Barry. You can see Lendl, after he hits the serve, he'll be leaning, going to his left, and then Agassi goes down the line and he catches Lendl camping, trying to run around that forehand.
I saw Nick Bollettieri as he and Andre walked in today, and Nick came up and said, I want to talk to you about the two-handed backhand which helped him win Wimbledon. And Nick evidently is going to write an article about that shot we just saw and how important it was at Wimbledon. Well, Andre's only 5'11", so he's got to have a little more leverage on those high bouncing backhand shots. Oh, and a net cord. Drops back on Agassi's side and then bounces over. So once again, Lendl, and there is Nick Bollettieri, the longtime coach of Andre Agassi. He was so happy that day at Wimbledon when his pupil finally broke through and won a big one.
He's agonized at a lot of Grand Slam finals.
Oh, and Lendl, what a time for his second ace of the day. Von Lendl, a big ace down the middle. 5-3 Lendl, first set. Prime Network will be bringing you a lot of tennis the rest of the summer. Volvo Tennis from LA for 3 days in August, and then the RCA Hardcourt Championships on August 22nd, the semifinals there, and then the Waldbaum's Hamlet Challenge just before the U.S. Open for 3 days in late August, and the same weekend on August 30th, the OTB Schenectady event run by Nidhi Singh over there in Schenectady. A wonderful tournament. We'll have it all for you. And keep your OAG handy, Tim, because I know you're going to be at most of those events. Lendl now 3 points away from the first set here. There has been very little between these two guys. Too solid.
Agassi gets Lendl on the move here. Lendl lets this ball a little bit too short. That big forehand from Agassi finishes the point.
I think that's his best shot from the forehand, Tim. It's the most penetrating, and it sets a lot of things up. Oh, Agassi a little slow getting over to the low forehand volley. Hits it long. So Lendl now with a chance, 15-30.
That's a good play against most players, Barry, but Lendl, I've found, really neutralizes a player when he comes in that better than almost anybody with that little chip.
Same shot again by Agassi. It's such a disguise shot. He can hit it up the line, so you kind of lean that way, and then all of a sudden it's past you.
Plus, it's tailing away from the opponent.
One of the great players in the game who had that side spin forehand, Jack Kramer. And Jack used to use that shot to come in and hit the volley, but Andre doesn't even have to volley behind it. Ooh. Tremendous tremendous forehand return by Ivan Lendl. Lendl, great anticipation on that return. And so now, set point for Lendl. Oh, Lendl catching Agassi. Two tremendous forehands. And so Ivan Lendl has won the first set here at the Canadian Open. Stay with us. We're in Toronto, Canada. Two great shots. Two great shots.
I'm not sure why he's serving his forehand.
No.
Mistake, maybe.
He got caught. He really got caught there.
Oh, he got caught.
Yeah.
But Lendl does that.
Well, you know, Agassi loves to move in, and you know, if you play a guy like Lendl and he hits a great return, it's just murder to try and volley the guy. I mean, he normally that's a half volley. That's one of his favorite shots.
He camps there and waits for short ones.
But you know, Jesus, this is really fun to talk about.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah. That forehand is a fabulous shot. Jeez. I think we got a three-setter going, guys. I think we do. I don't know. Who knows?
Not going three. No.
You think it's Lendl in two, huh? Son of a gun. Well. Oh, geez, he's playing great. He's playing smarter, actually. He's got that backhand's good to him. That's so, he's really sort of just easing that
chopping
thing.
it.
Now what? He's talking to Georgie. Saying, Georgie.
Diaz maybe saying something about the
time, maybe. Yeah. We'd sure like to know what that discussion's about. Saying, Georgie, I need about 50 seconds now this second set. I'm going to be taking a little bit more time, so. Welcome back to the Canadian Open Tennis Championships here in Toronto, Canada. We're at York University. This is the Canadian National Tennis Center, where Ivan Lendl has just won the first set 6-3 over the number 2 seed Andre Agassi. Lendl seeded number 3. This is the first game of the second set. It is best of 3 for the Canadian Open. Lendl, a 6-time winner here. First game, second set. Can't see much better tennis than we did in that first set. Both players hitting out. Lendl just with a bit of an edge, Tim. I think he played slightly smarter towards the end of that first set, keeping the ball in play. One thing, we're seeing shorter points now than we did in those first 2 or 3 games. I think both players a little impatient to close out points in this hot humidity, almost 80 degrees.
I think they were testing each other in the early going, seeing how mentally ready each player was, and they realized they can't play 3 sets of tennis with every shot going 20 rallies.
Lendl, ace number 3 right down the center.
Looks so sharp, Barry, and as everybody knows, Lendl is a great front runner. That makes Agassi's task very difficult. Plus the fact, even though it's been 3 years since they've played, that Agassi has never beaten Lendl. I'm sure that's in the back of Andre's head.
5-0, Lendl up in their head-to-head series. Bounce. So now Agassi with a chance here in the first game of the second set. Suddenly the slice backhand is the shot of this second set. Both players trying to keep that ball low. Agassi backs way up. It's about 15 feet behind. You can hear it as he hit that two-hander up the line. A tremendous point as Andre Agassi has broken serve. Agassi, 1-love in the second set.
Unbelievable point.
That was a great point.
They're both taking the pace off now.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like slice backhand and then boom, forehand.
Right. Totally different.
Here we go.
What do we got here? David Agassi has been broken in his last two service games. Very good. I thought Lendl was going to get pissed a little bit because Agassi let out the roar. Yeah.
He grunted.
He let out sort of a grunt roar there as he hit that ball up the line. Lendl did not say a word. Oh, good stuff.
That was big. Could be three. I'm wrong.
I don't know, Tim. It's really tough to pick these guys, their styles.
Just every game goes on a deuce or, you know, I don't think there has been a love game or 15 game on the serve yet.
No. Service hasn't been a big factor, really.
Be interesting to see if Agassi keeps going to the Lendl forehand on that first serve. I think that's a mistake.
It definitely lost him that.
What? Every game's gone to 30.
Every game has gone to at least 30. Is that right, Dave? Yeah, great. Welcome back. This is the first point of the second game, second set. Agassi already with a break here in the second. So Andre Agassi now up 15-love. He lost the first set 6-3, a very tight first set. Lendl knocking off two big forehands in that last game. But as you mentioned, Tim, the pace has slowed down slightly now. Court. Look now at the break point here.
And you could hear that big grunt from Agassi as he hit that ball. I'm surprised that Lendl didn't say something. That may have interrupted him a little bit.
Talk about Monica Seles. That was a big one.
Get the gruntometer out.
Down 15-30.
And Barry, there's so much talk about how there's too much power in the game, but I think both of these guys are showing the fact that not only do you have to have the power, but you have to be able to move the ball around, be agile out in the court. It takes a complete player to get to the top of the game. You guys can both pound the ball, or they can play soft massage shots, open the court up.
What's great about that too, Tim, is it makes for great spectator tennis. Everybody today being treated to a lot of variation out here, not just serve and volley and a quick point. And so Lendl now again to the towel. Big points here, 15-40, double break point for Ivan to get right back in this second set. I guess He already saw Lendl move over, so he started to slow down, which he does not like to do.
See, neither player really taking advantage of all their opportunities.
Lendl again trying to slice that backhand and keep it low.
40.
One break point fought off another. Vaughn has had long workouts all this week. We saw him warm up yesterday for well over an hour in some pretty good heat.
Yes.
Agassi plays a tremendous two-hander up the line to get out of trouble there. So from 15-40 down, Agassi gets it to deuce.
Well, on both break points, Agassi ends up coming to net. He doesn't have to volley, but shows you that he's attacking a lot more now.
No call, it's an ace, and Agassi serves his first ace of the day.
That's Agassi.
No call. Andre thought it was long. Agassi thought for sure he had the game. Let's look at it. Awfully tight on the replay.
You see Agassi's reaction here. He's sure that ball is long, and he's going to hit the balls down the other end. Georgie Diaz does not like to overrule. He has a reputation for sticking with the linesperson's call.
And there will be no overrule, and so
This too, right?
this is unbelievable. Agassi about 10 feet. Yep.
Is that chair position right? Do you have a good
That's
view?
left.
You could hear Agassi asking if the chair position is okay for that base linesman. Very, very big call. It would have put him up 2-love. Instead, deuce. And Agassi, as Lendl moves around to hit the forehand, Andre spins it out wide. His second ace of the day on a second serve.
This kid has a lot of gumption, doesn't he?
Oh, man. Talk about taking a big chance. Andre in with the volley. And so Agassi fights off a bad call. He leads 2-love. Let's have a look now at our GMC truck match stats for the first set, Tim.
Well, Lendl really not getting a lot of first serves in, but he got 80% of those points when he did get that first serve in, and the Agassi unforced errors really was the problem for him in that first set. We put that in the game plan, Barry, and Agassi had a little bit too high a total there.
Vaughn not happy with that double fault. It is his first of the afternoon. So Lendl now down love 2 in the second and down love 15. Pulls it out wide, serves up his fourth ace of the day. I think that's crucial now. I think Lendl needs to win some points without exerting quite so much energy, Tim. Lendl 32, Agassi 22, a 10-year span. A look at the aces thus far. Lendl with twice as many.
I just love this, Barry. It's just heavyweight tennis. A lot of variations in the points. Heavy hitting, slicing. There's like points being played within points.
You like watching these baseliners, don't you, Tim? Huh?
I wish I could have done it like this.
Come on!
Agassi yells, "Come on!"
And he hates to miss that return of serve.
Especially on the forehand. Lendl with a chance now to get on the board here in the second set. He's down a break. Let first serve.
A woman yelling, "Keep your chin up, Agassi."
Oh!
Now Agassi way back. Look where he is standing on the second serve return. Well behind that baseline. Then charges up.
Oh!
And I think that disconcerted Lendl. You look over and you see somebody that far back, Tim. For a moment, it might break your concentration.
Well, that is an awful lot of movement there. When the
Yeah.
ball goes up in the toss, you can see Agassi 10 feet behind the baseline, and he starts moving up.
Wow.
Right in the middle of the Lendl motion.
That is amazing. That's what's fun about Agassi. The guy has great imagination. It's kind of by instinct almost. Last night against Washington, he starts hitting the blooper balls and
Well, again, Agassi missing an easy second serve return. He's noted to have the best return in all of tennis. And that's why he's so upset of missing that easy shot.
it's good. And a bit of a breeze now has started to blow, Tim. The flags are flowing up on top of this stadium. I just wonder, the wind coming from behind Lendl, blowing right into Agassi, that could be a factor down there. This court dug out very much down into the ground. And so wind perhaps now a bit of a factor. No, it's wide. So Agassi with a big opportunity to go up a second service break here.
Well, this is a big chance for Andre to get even here. Lendl with the 8 chances so far give you a sense that he's really dominated the match. Taking the time. He loves things very still around the court.
Lendl asked for something to happen across from Andre Agassi. Somebody in the stands was moving, but we didn't hear the exact words. And he finds his 5th ace of the day, and what a time for it. Lendl asked for a baby to be removed from the stands, and Andre says, "Bring that baby back." That is cute.
Agassi will benefit from the circus atmosphere out here. Lendl likes things very still. both players' best shots, that big inside-out forehand. You can see that ball landing way up. It comes even inside the service line and starts bending away from Agassi. An incredible shot.
And there it is, Lendl. Tremendous cross-court backhand. So Ivan Lendl holds serve. Agassi up 2-1.
Agassi is 2-1. Sit quickly, please.
Got it. We're coming back with this.
Sit quickly, please. Time.
Welcome back to the Canadian Open Center Court here as Andre Agassi is moving ahead. But this was 1990 at the Skydome. And who is this? A guy named Tim Mayotte going against Ivan Lendl. And Tim, this guy was tough even on you, wasn't he?
He certainly found the range with a few passing shots that afternoon. I think I lost 1 in 3 or something like that.
Mayotte not staying back, coming in behind the backhand. And Lendl going the Mayotte serve.
Not many long rallies in this match.
Now Mayotte in. Lendl catches him and goes wide. Where were you, Tim?
Oh, boy! How long are you going to wait to call that?
We are back live now. Andre Agassi not happy with the call here. Yes, Georgie Diaz. How long are you going to wait to call this ball? First point. Agassi up 2-1. Aggressive. Maybe he saw that footage of you going indoors, Tim, and he says, Mayotte can do that. I better come in behind the ball. Different style. 15 love. Agassi serving volley. He was ready to come in again. So far, very few of these games have been won at either love or 15, Tim.
In fact, no games have been decided less than 30 at 30, and Agassi has been up against break point in 5 out of the 6 games he's served to this point.
Drop shot. Lendl up. And Agassi. Stop. Tremendous get.
Great quick speed from both players. Agassi pulls a rabbit out of his hat with that drop shot and then picks this right off the court surface. Boy, Andre is not afraid to try some strange shots.
He says, that's the one I showed him back in Florida about 20 years ago when he was 3. Tremendous point. This crowd just came alive. And I tell you, that took a little out of Lendl, that run. He has to get right up and serve. Down 1-3 now. Lendl with the first set, 6-3. Agassi up a break now in the second, and both players using the entire court. Lendl loves a point like that at this point, Tim. I think he's still a bit winded from that big run. Tries the little McEnroe drop volley, and where is his partner? He's been watching John too much in that doubles.
Well, they played late last night. Agassi and McEnroe, as you said, Barry, won 6-4 in the third. But that was a John shot. Very McEnroe-esque there, except John probably would have made that.
Little drop volley. Andre has not been that comfortable in his career up at net.
And I think it's a smart move to play some doubles with McEnroe, or play
Definitely.
doubles, period. Work on his net game.
Oh, he hits it wide and long, and so Lendl holds easily. 3-2 Agassi, second set. That was kind of a big game, you know, even though it was a softie. I mean, Lendl can't. I think that was a big game because Lendl was buggered. He was down 3-1. Everything was cooking against him, and then all of a sudden he wins a quick, easy game.
Yeah, that's
I think
true.
I might get him back in this damn set.
Well, I thought what we didn't mention was a 2-love, and he was down the break points.
Yeah, could have been down 3-love. Well, we'll get back to that. Yeah, we'll go back to that.
Actually, you're right, though. That was a quick game.
Quick game, you know. Nobody thinks too much. All of a sudden here, instead of 4-1,
right?
It's 3-2.
3-2. He's still in the set.
Still in it. Plus, he's got a breather, and it was a quick game. I don't know.
Yeah.
Big game, I think.
Yeah.
Unbelievable stuff, you guys. This is a good match.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Great. Beautiful.
Quiet, please.
3-2 Agassi with a break. Welcome back. Andre Agassi has just won the first point on his own serve. He leads 3-2 with a service break here in the second set. Lendl won the first, 6-3. Agassi serving into the sun as he looks up. This is best of 3, Canadian Open for the title. Matteo Lendl has had to work very hard in these first 5 games of the second set. Agassi using that drop shot very effectively, moving Ivan around. But he got a break in that last game, won it easily at love. I think that's an important factor here early in the second. Lendl going for it.
And Agassi is playing with fire going to that Lendl forehand off the serve.
He got in trouble. That's the same linesman that gave him the call. There's the base linesman. It's humid down there. Not much air circulating. And a big serve down the middle, and another very quick game as Agassi serves up his third ace.
Barry, let's take a look at some of the racket technology, how it's changed through the year. There's Andre Agassi's racket. Now let's take a look at one of these old rackets that the players used to use back before they switched to the high-tech surface. Look at that.
Don't believe it. Where'd you get that, baby? Holy smokes.
Barry McKay autograph.
They made about 6 or 7 of those that year, 1962. It was a hot item. Billie Jean King used my racket. Thanks, Billy, if you're listening.
We want to thank Tom Tebbett,
Holy smokes.
a reporter up here in Canada who has a great racket collection, for bringing that one out of the cobwebs.
Jeez, that's great. Oh. That is a great little drop shot.
Agassi completely changing pace here. Set this up with a few moon balls, putting Lendl way behind the court, and then he throws in a drop shot.
Lendl is working hard now on virtually every point. We'll see how it affects him if this happens to go 3.
Wasn't that racket a big seller, Bear? The Barry McKay special?
Let me tell you, they don't make them like that anymore. Thank God, everybody says. 15 all.
Agassi is just creating shots. I was wondering, Barry, how much did you bring home in that endorsement deal?
That was a big fee. I don't want to divulge those huge numbers that we got in those days, but it bought me a couple cups of coffee. 15:30 now. Lendl down a break. Again, Agassi using that tactic well behind the baseline. Andre letting off a little steam.
Doing?
It's a big opportunity for Agassi. He could pull ahead, virtually lock this set up if he could get 2 breaks in front of Lendl.
Just wearing Lendl down now. Again, he uses that same shot, Tim.
That inside-out forehand, he can see it's going to be close to a winner, and he comes in for a little mop-up.
Big point here, break point for Agassi to go up 5-2. There it is, the service break for Andre Agassi. And so Agassi leading now 5-2. He'll be serving for the set when we return.
Ball change. Agassi leads 5-2.
You guys should have seen his face.
You know,
Oh, you guys would have loved it.
I don't believe
he was
it.
in shock.
You know something? I saw a cameraman down there, and
I was down there.
and I thought he was taping the damn umpire's scorecard.
They were doing that.
I should have known something was brewing when I saw Mayotte pushing that cough button or whatever the hell was going on. God damn it, that was great.
His face was bright red.
I don't
he was
believe
in shock.
I don't
He was
believe
in shock.
That was fun. Jeez. No, they made about 100 of those that year. Jesus.
Tom Tebbett.
Kramer.
He's got it here. You should go take a look at it. It's
That's
awesome.
unbelievable. 1962. That later became the Stan Smith, which later became the Cliff Ritchie, which later became the Alex Almeida. I mean, you name it. Billie Jean used that.
Billie Jean used that one?
Absolutely. I hope she's listening. That would have been fun. That's the Sawdust Crew. Very clever, guys.
That was awesome.
Next time I'll know when I see Mayotte push that secret button that something is brewing. I love it. All right, 3 sets here for Agassi.
Sit quickly, please.
should have bet a little.
You could be right with his 2-0.
Yeah, well, yeah. I tell you, Lendl's having to work hard.
He's working hard.
Very hard. Yep. Okay. What is it? Welcome back to Toronto, Canada, and the National Tennis Center here at York University, just outside of Toronto, where Ivan Lendl and Andre Agassi are going at it. Did he change shorts? This is really something. Agassi went behind the umbrella.
I think he changed shirts, Barry, and now he's threatening to change his shorts.
Aha. And Agassi comes out, gets a big hand from this crowd. Always the showman. He's having a chat over there with Nick Bollettieri and Gil Reyes, who are seated in that
I think they're looking for a new pair of shorts there.
There's Nick.
Nick checking his shorts.
And so new balls are in play here. And Andre Agassi serves now for the second set. Let first serve. Points have become much shorter, Tim, than they were early in that first set. Both players trying to conserve some energy. And the Lendl backhand goes deep. As they changed over, this is what happened, Tim.
Well, Ivan carries a big load of sawdust in his pocket that he uses between points. We can see him doing that, and they bring the blowers out to clear the court off.
I hope the sweepers at Flushing Meadow and elsewhere around the circuit aren't intimidated by that guy.
Well, this is a nice change of pace for Agassi. Just throws in a little first serve, and then I think he caught Lendl off guard. He had such little pace on that first serve. Kicker. He's just got so many variations, Agassi does. Agassi has now won 11 straight points on his serve. Quite a turnaround from the early going when he was down a lot of break points.
It goes wide, and so Andre Agassi has come roaring back to win this second set. We are tied at a set apiece here at the Canadian Open. They will play for the championship. One set will tell the winner. And over in Kitzbühel in Austria, semifinal results, Pete Sampras with a 6-love win over Marcelo Filippini from Uruguay, and then Mancini, tough player, with a win over straight sets over Thomas Muster. And so it will be Mancini and Sampras tomorrow in Kitzbühel. Of course, that's on the red clay, warming up for the Barcelona Olympics. Lendl now, I just wonder, Tim, if all the running that he did in that second set will start to maybe affect his legs slightly. We know he's in great shape, though.
Well, Lendl still talks like he's in as good a shape as he was a few years back when he was the dominant player in the game. But he has been injured a lot throughout the year. He's had a groin injury up around his thigh area there, and he hasn't trained quite as hard for the whole year.
Agassi continuing to play way back on the second serve of Lendl on the service return. It has worked for him. Gives him a little bit more time to decide what he wants to do.
I'd like to see Lendl sneak in on some of those second serves with Agassi so far behind the baseline.
Good idea.
Lendl did not look tired on this shot. We've talked about how well Lendl hits that running forehand. Here you can see the early preparation. He's moving to his right. This ball catches the sideline on a cross court. This is an enormous game for Lendl, Barry.
First game, third set. Set a piece here. Best of 3 for the title. Agassi just leans on that two-hander. And Bollettieri says that is his bread and butter shot now. That's the shot that won him Wimbledon against Goran Ivanisevic, the high two-handed backhand return. Lendl serves his 6th ace of the day. Takes him to game point. It's wide. Center service linesman.
Bill Kemper getting out of the way there.
Lendl forced back to deuce now. That'll go to the towel.
I always wondered why he wipes the racket off too, Barry. You can see him wiping off the head of the racket. A little idiosyncrasy there from Lendl.
We've mentioned he's an equipment fanatic, if you will. He just loves all of his equipment to be perfect.
Tries to sneak in, does pretty good with that low volley, but Agassi's running forehand is the best in the game. That's the tough shot. It's incredible how well he gets that backhand and then recovers, swipes over that forehand.
He brings the racket through that shot so quickly. Look at the break points. And there it is, a service break as Lendl hits the ball into the crowd, and so Andre Agassi breaks serve in the first game of the third set. There's the muscle man.
It's just huge. We could talk about his weightlifting.
Agassi will be serving. Gil Reyes.
Guy's bodyguard and weight trainer.
Yeah.
So we talked. Andre came in with a cavalcade today. It was just he had 3 cars, security guys all around him. I thought he did. I don't know. He's got them all today. Did they ever tell that story when Andre landed at the Cincinnati airport? He comes in and he refuses to get off the plane because there's no security at the end of the railway, the rampway. But the airport's in Kentucky, so the woman from the tournament is the only person in the airport gets there, and Agassi says, "I won't get off with security." And the woman says, "Look, buddy, this is Northern Kentucky. Unless you've been on the latest episode of Hee Haw, nobody's going to bother you."
Welcome back to the championship match here at the Canadian Open in Toronto. Andre Agassi has a break in the third set, leading 1-love. As we look at Gil Reyes with the sunglasses and the hat on the right, Andre's strength coach. And I'll tell you what, Tim, if he were my strength coach, I'd listen carefully. He's definitely helped him, though, with his overall strength. And Lendl takes some pace off that slice backhand. Love 15.
That's the first bad arrow we've seen from Agassi in a long time, but I think that strength work has helped, particularly on the big serve. Reyes told me that he had Andre pumping for about 3 or 4 weeks before the French Open.
Agassi, good looking low backhand volley.
He's just been dominating on his own serve. He now recognizes that Lendl loves to go for that little dipping slice backhand. And he covered it. You can see him moving to there, anticipating that shot. Does well with this low volley. This is easy at the end.
4 aces now for Agassi. And serve and volley again. Well, his partner, John McEnroe, will like to see that, saying to himself, I hope Andre remembers that later in the day. They are in the doubles final here. They'll play Aldrich and Visser. Agassi just slices another ace out wide. And so Andre has held serve. He leads 2-love. Third set. Let's look at our GMC Truck second set statistics.
Well, it's funny there, Barry, that Lendl got that first serve percentage up to 54%, but it was to no avail. The big difference, look at the Agassi unforced errors. They came down from 15 in the first set down to 5.
So true, Tim. That is the story of that set statistics as we look at this packed house here at York University. Agassi just kind of slides that two-hander down the line. Took a little pace off it. Well, the word is overused, but the momentum has definitely changed in Agassi's favor right here. Love 15. This match, 1 hour and 30 some odd minutes old. Stays in. Lendl will get it.
Oh. And Lendl was unhappy with himself. He had that, the running forehand. Agassi just taking it to Lendl now. You can see that running forehand, and he's upset with himself. That's a shot he feels he should make almost every time. And Agassi is just taking it to Lendl now, Barry.
These are huge points now for Ivan. He's down a break and down love 30. He cannot afford to lose serve here in the third game. Lendl has breezed thus far, you know, Tim. He has yet to lose a set, winning in straight sets in all of his previous matches. And so now, big points for Ivan, down triple break point. And a tremendous return off a big first serve. And so Ivan down 3-love to Agassi, third set. Stay with us. We're at the Canadian Open in Toronto. Wow. All right. Let's bring it home. Take that any way you like. All right. 3-love. Well, I think Agassi looks awfully tough, and I think Lendl, frankly, and I think we ought to talk about it a little, Tim.
Well, this is the furthest he's gotten any tournament, too.
Yeah.
He hasn't played more than 5 matches
consecutive
in a week.
matches.
More than 3 matches.
I think, yeah. And I think those drop shots in a way that he's been having to run around so much is, starting to, worry him a little bit. Excellent job.
Sit quickly, please.
That's our man up here. All right. Zoom that baby. A packed house. Wow. We are back as Andre Agassi has just won 6 straight games and 9 straight points. He is on a roll here in the finals, up 15-love and up 3-love with 2 service breaks. They split the first 2 sets. This is for the Canadian Championship. Remember, Ivan Lendl has won this event 6 times. Says, I'm not about ready to give it up.
Lendl really needs to establish himself, and he's going to do it with the forehand right on the sideline. This man will not give up.
Ivan winning this event twice here in Toronto and then 4 times in Montreal. They move the venue every year back and forth between the 2 major cities, just wide. Lendl now trying to finish these points as quickly as he can. I think, Tim, that second set early when Agassi actually ran him around a bit is starting to tell here slightly. And he hasn't gotten to the final very often this year.
He hasn't even been past the quarterfinal till this week. So, even though he's in good shape, there's a thing to be said for tournament conditioning. He would normally run for that ball.
One of his favorite shots here, and he lets the ball go.
Well, he sets this ball up. Big forehand. Agassi does well, but you can see him give up on that ball.
Yeah. That is his favorite side. He likes going to his right, hitting the forehand. Surprising he didn't get to that ball. 40-15. Just wide. Andre thought it was good.
And I think Ivan thinks the ball was good too. You can see him talking to Georgie Diaz.
Let's listen.
If it was a mistake, then thank you. It's no problem. It's not capable of calling it. One or the other. Please go right ahead.
And Lendl saying if it was a clear mistake, change it. That's the rule of thumb. 40-15 Agassi.
Perhaps Diaz did overrule.
Yeah, he called it. He said, let's replay the point. 40-15. They'll play that point again. Agassi missing with the 2-hander. As much as he can. I think Andre senses that Ivan is slightly fatigued here. in the third set. Agassi covers it. Lendl.
This is great coverage from Lendl. Full run here. Agassi doesn't do enough with this ball and ding that ball off the court surface.
Tremendous get.
Full stretch. And I think he was sucking wind after that one, Barry.
Oh boy.
Andre didn't do quite enough with that backhand volley. And it's just hats off to Agassi. He chooses to serve and volley when he's down a break point.
Definitely changed his style here in this third set. Got to hand it to Lendl, though. He is trying to get every ounce that is left in his body to hang in this match. Well, it goes wide. Lendl down 2 breaks, trying to get one back right here.
That tells the story. Agassi taking advantage of almost all the chances he's had, and Lendl, after that first set when he had 2 breaks, has not broken through.
Again, Agassi, when he needs it, the big serve down the middle.
Well, there's that beefed up serve.
Huge backhand now.
Lendl has raised the level of his game yet again. Outside of court, goes for a clean winner.
We will be staying with this match till its conclusion. Ooh, just over the baseline. Agassi elects to let that ball drop. Didn't have much of a choice. Lendl praying that it was going to drop in. Deuce number 4. And maybe the best serve and volley we've seen from Agassi all day, Tim. He really cut that backhand off.
Agassi is just getting more and more flexible in the way he can play. Big serve, and he knifes this backhand volley. Lendl does well to get a good shot at it, but that ball just slid wide.
He really punched that backhand, and now Agassi with a chance to go up 4-love. Net cord, and the net cord takes the ball over the baseline. I mentioned yesterday that net with the singles poles now into the ground very tight, and every time the ball hits it, it jumps about 20 feet. Difference between the singles poles and the normal single stakes when you have a doubles net out there, huge difference. The net a lot looser.
And also, Barry, at some tournaments, particularly at Wimbledon, the net is very soft. The ball doesn't jump up high off the net, but here it's very taut. And Lendl is determined to stay in this match.
I tell you, Lendl has played the gutsiest game of the afternoon right here. Watch this forehand.
He could just roll over, but this is the big weapon he's going to use throughout if he's going to stay in this match. Such a compact swing. He generates tremendous pace. And yet Agassi again, down break point, comes back with another big first serve.
The break point disappears. Lendl playing great points in the deuce court, and Agassi playing great points in the ad court.
The quality of tennis is just so high.
Net cord. Oh, and that time, one of the few net cords that has helped.
That ball was on a beeline down Down the sideline, would have been a winner. But Andre did well to get his racket up and put away that volley.
No. Lendl again keeping the return down. Agassi playing the big points at deuce. Lendl playing the better points on the ad. Deuce number 7. Longest game of the match. Bringing you a tremendous match, the championship match between Ivan Lendl and Andre Agassi. There's the score. Agassi up 3-love in the third. It's been a great week of tennis here in Toronto. One of the major events in the world. Agassi again fights off the break point. This is quite incredible, Tim. Each guy playing great on alternate points. Deuce number 8.
And Agassi winning a majority of his points serve and volleying.
Yeah. Wonder if he might sneak in on the deuce court, which he has not elected to do. Ellie serves it out wide, and so finally, Agassi with a chance to close out this game.
Come on, Lendl.
This crowd now starting to pull for its respective champion.
We can see Agassi is pulled way over in the court here. If we get a shot, there he is.
Oh, Andre thought he had the ace. Lendl leaning to the left, just wide.
And that serving position is an Agassi innovation. He serves way out near the doubles court. See it come back in for the second serve.
No, and Ivan finally hits long, and this crowd erupts. Agassi up 4-love in the third. Well, we're going to be following the tour throughout the summer. Volvo Tennis LA, August 7, 8, and 9, and then the hard courts semifinals of the RCA Hardcourt Championships on August 22nd. The Waldbaum's Hamlet Challenge just before the U.S. Open there in late August, and on the same weekend on August 30th, Nidhi Singh's great OTB Schenectady Championships over in Schenectady. Should be a good one. You ever played in Schenectady, Tim?
I won the title there.
Holy smokes, I should have known that. Nidhi puts on quite a tournament. 4-love, Agassi in the third.
And that last game could have been the nail in the coffin for Lendl.
Big game. Lendl gave it everything he possibly could. Played some tremendous points on the deuce points, but couldn't get the ad. Love 15. Yes. Lendl cranks out ace number 7.
You just have to admire Lendl's willingness to stay with this match, Barry.
Absolutely. He is not going to lay down. Well, he hasn't won the tournament 6 times without being a great competitor. It's a tremendous record. This is his 9th final. 12 appearances. Just too much depth. Slice serve out wide now. No, it's wide. That is Lendl's 4th double fault.
Again with a wide slice. Lendl's 8th ace. A couple of aces and a couple double faults this game.
Ball.
Sounded like a mishit off the Agassi return, Tim.
And Lendl yelled, "What a bounce!" I think he feels like
Yeah.
he got a bad bounce, but maybe it was a strange spin coming off that mishit.
It was. Back to deuce. Goes for that wide serve once again. It's been very good for him in this game. Andre thought it was wide. Lendl's 9th ace.
See, it was too close.
Let's look at it again.
Well, he's had 2 aces with that wide serve this game so far, and he goes for a second serve. Very close to the line. Diaz, again, doesn't like to overrule.
Georgie Diaz has been on the spot more than once today.
Ball.
I'll be glad to get back to Lisbon.
Get off
after
the hot
this
seat.
week. Exactly. Hit cord. Lendl just a half a step slow there, Tim.
He looked tired moving to that ball.
It's been an exhausting match for both players. Long games early in the match. Those first 3 or 4 games, I thought this thing was going to last about 4 hours. Both players staying in the backcourt. It's the net. So now Agassi with a big chance here to break once again. It would put him at 5-love. Lendl hits out with what looks to be a very tired forehand. And so the 6-time champion is down 5-love. Stay with us.
Agassi needs 5-love.
Wow.
You're a genius, Bear.
Well, you know,
Barry had predicted the score before the match started. 3-6, 6-love, 6-2.
2. All right, here we go.
What are we doing?
Here we go.
It's all right. Yo.
Sit quickly, please.
Forehand, unforced errors, yes. Confidence, yes.
Yeah.
Lendl, I'd say first forehand, yes. I'd give him a yes in the forehand. First serve, no.
confidence
no.
is sapped. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Yep,
Absolutely.
there you go. Perfect.
Okay.
Yep.
Before the first point.
Welcome back to the Canadian Open, where Andre Agassi will be serving now for the match and the championship, leading 5-love in the third set. Agassi has come on very strong, and Lendl on that last forehand that he overhit, looking absolutely dead tired out here in the third set, Tim, but he still has guts, and he could come back. Love 15. Oh, Andre trying to finish these points quickly.
Let's take a look at that game plan. Agassi getting 3 checks. Big, especially with the unforced errors he's cut down. And Lendl, I give him 1 check for the forehand, but no check on the first serve or the confidence, which has fallen off. Got to give checks to those checks. Although now he's an American, I guess.
A new American citizen. 15-30. Ace number 7.
What a show by Agassi.
Agassi turning it on. Ace number 8, 2 in a row. It is match point and championship point for Andre Agassi.
Thank you.
And a third ace, and Agassi. Unbelievable. That's amazing.
Big title win up here in Canada. And I think Barry beating Lendl for the first time has got to be a great feeling. He realizes how far he's come in a couple years.
And a huge hand from this sellout crowd for the new Canadian Open champion. There is the 6-time champion, but today it was Andre Agassi. And so Agassi, a stellar performance, ends it up with 3 aces. We'll be back. Stay with us on Prime Network.
Kev, am I heading down?
Hang on. Yep. Okay. Very good. Okay. 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 Oh. Okie doke. Okay. Okay. Got it. I got it.